What is up, dear Reacts and Reviews? Back again with another video for y'all. And before I get started, make sure I hit that like, subscribe, and comment, rather if y'all do or don't. Today we have journalist Jay Benza alleges Jamie Foxx is partially paralyzed and blind after experiencing a blood clot in his brain from vaccine complications. The vaccine that we are talking about, y'all already know. Let's get into it.
I had somebody in the room who let me know that Jamie had a blood clot in his brain after he got the shot. He did not want the shot, but the movie he was on, he was pressured to get it. This movie he's doing with Cameron Diaz. And I'm thinking, is that why he blew up on the set a week before this medical emergency happened? Is that why he fired three or four people because he just had it with these mandates? I don't know. But what I found out from the man in the room was that the blood clot in the brain caused him at that point to be partially paralyzed and blind. Because if you read into what they were saying early on, he's communicating with us. That doesn't mean talking. That could be anything. It could be,
Yeah.
writing, sign. I know those little code words. And then when you tell me your father's playing pickleball, give me a break. I don't know. There's a great shroud of secrecy around Jamie Foxx. He's probably the most multi-talented person we have in Hollywood. But even TMZ is not reporting this, and I know TMZ's got sources in hospitals who give them information. Like, for instance, I'll break the Jamie Foxx story, which I know is true, and I'll say to my audience, how can no other writer glom off that story and investigate further? How can no? I know,
Right.
having done this for 30 years, there are sources everywhere. People know this story. They're just not.
Yeah, that's enough. So, if y'all don't know, Jamie Foxx just recently had been hospitalized due to medical complications, to which we don't fully know. There was speculation that he had issues with his cholesterol, there was issues that he had issues with his brain, but we truly don't know. However, there was speculation of that P. Diddy, had issues with him and wanted him dead, and that, like allegedly there was speculations of a whole lot of other things, right? But this has come out that this journalist, AJ, what's his name? AJ Benza has said that he's heard from people that he knows that said that Jamie Foxx, which he happens to be in my city, he's in Chicago at the world's best rehabilitation center. It's in Chicago, and I've actually like been there before and delivered there before. But he's pretty much saying that it's from the vaccine, and a blood clot got to his brain, and he's pretty much paralyzed and blind. I mean, this is absolutely horrible. I mean, talk about foreshadowing, right? But not really. He just played a blind person. He played Ray Charles, but not like this, right? This isn't what we would have expected or want or anything like this. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And I hope that he recovers. But I mean, this is ridiculous. And apparently he was pressured. This is the problem. And now it's um it's becoming one of those things where a lot of people are opening up their eyes to the fact that that was just one big joke. And I'm pretty sure all of you know people that took that jab. I'm pretty sure you know multiple people that took it. The thing is a lot of people will say that they're fine, and even when a lot of people will say that they're fine, but don't actually feel fine. But truth be told, I don't know that, right? And for those that it actually helped, then it helped. But the thing is that if it was intended to help, then that's one thing. But if it was purposely developed to hurt others, then I mean, as a people on this planet, there is some ass that needs to be kicked, in my humble opinion. Personally, everybody's got to go that has something to do with this, in my humble opinion. Personally, I mean, it's time to go ninja assassin and take them out, in my humble opinion. Now, I would never tell people to get out there and go put your life in the garbage, right? But there comes a time where if everybody is going to do what they're being told, and it's actually leading to the detriment of us, then that just means that those people that are doing what they're told, they're just sheep blindly being led into the lion's den. Unfortunately, that's pretty much the entire world. And it sucks to live amongst sheep. It sucks to live amongst zombies because where else can you honestly go? I mean, to find sadhu sangha isn't always as easy as you think it is, which means spiritual family. But, you know, to Jamie Foxx, I'm a really, really big fan of Jamie Foxx. I was just admiring how well that jingle for the theme song for the Jamie Foxx show actually is. Not too long ago, I just thought it was really creative and how he sung and all that stuff, but that's neither here nor there. You want to talk about one of the most talented actors in Hollywood. I mean, I would really hate for anything to happen to Jamie, and whether if this was he was targeted or not is one thing, but if it was from the jab, then it was definitely a target. If the information actually comes out 100% in totality that there was backing to harm humanity, allegedly, right? Coming from that vet. So I just personally feel like for him to be dealing with blindness and to be partially paralyzed is completely messed up. There's been a lot of celebrities. There's been a lot of people that have also died. People that have a lot of people have died on the fields of sports, and we've also had some singers have been paralyzed as well. I think it was Justin Bieber who actually was who had Bell's palsy after he took the vax. I did a video about maybe 5 months ago. I'll put it in the description. I'll try to put it in one of these little boxes or whatever that they call that up there. I think it's called a card, right? But this woman had took it and she was actually like, would I do it again? Yes, to help humanity. I think it was also what's that famous scientist? That black scientist. I can't think of his name right now, but he said something on this talk show. It's funny I watch these people, but like I have to get my quick memory skills up to par. But oh my God, it's gonna kill me if I can't think of his damn Neil deGrasse Tyson was on this talk show. And I forgot the name of the talk show. I'll post it right here. But anyway, Neil deGrasse Tyson was on this podcast with this YouTuber, and I think he's more than a YouTuber, but anyway. And he pretty much said that as a society, people in this world, we are obligated to have to we sign a social contract that pretty much says that we have to do whatever it takes to save the next person next to us. And he went on to say that if we happen to take a vaccine that has not been completely tested and in the future we happen to just grow an arm, well, we did that for the betterment of humankind so that no one else can get sick. I mean, to hell with that. I'm not taking nothing that's gonna have me looking like the lizard from Spider-Man. It's not happening. I mean, F you, you can suck yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we live in a point in time where people just feel like they should just follow what everybody else is doing. And that's how you get a mass, uh, th- what am I trying to say? That's how you have a massive, uh, that's how you face extinction, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. That's how we all go back to the damn Stone Age, and that's how we have a fucking reset because everybody's just listening to the next person and they're just following the herd. That's how you have a massive reset. That's how you face extinction. When everybody is just zombies and they feel like they feel like and they just or people that just do what other people are doing or they just feel like that's what's cool, that's what's popping. I'm gonna follow the trend. That's why being unique and being um different from everybody else is so important because you'll wind up being just like everybody else that took that goddamn vax. And it sucks that in Hollywood, it's extremely democratic, it's extremely left wing, and everybody has to do what everybody else is doing in order to keep the cash flow. And it sucks because he may not have wanted that to go down at all, but it happened. And he was just trying to keep the cash flow. It comes a point in time, people, where you have to question if the money's worth the sacrifice. And that's really all I gotta say. Dear Reacts and Reviews, we're out.